Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to yoga. We're doing regular yoga today. We're focusing on digestion today. So a lot of our asanas are going to be focused on stimulating like these internal organs just to help us get our digestive tract kind of just help it function a little bit more. So stress is one of the things that kind of slows down that function. So we're going to be really focusing on breathing, taking in deep breaths, especially with this focus, just to help that digestion even more. And so like poor digestion tracts can lead to like a lot of other health issues. So this is this should be a good practice for everyone. So our focus is going to be on breathing. And we're going to be kind of shifting our attention to this area, seeing if we can focus a little bit on our abdomen here, just because we are going to be stimulating these organs with the poses that we're doing today. So when I say take in like a deep breath throughout this practice, I want you to really try to fill up your abdomen like it's a balloon as you take in air into your nose, in through your nose, and then out through your mouth. We're going to be deflating that balloon. So that's what I mean when I say take in deep breaths. Okay. That said, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off in Thunderbolt Pose here. So we're going to be in Vajrasana, which is just sitting back on our ankles here. Remember that if you have any pain anywhere throughout this practice, come out of it and just sit in Sukhasana. Just sit in a position where you're comfortable. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and roll back your shoulders. Bringing in deep breaths like we had just talked about. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable. We're just taking this time to be aware, coming into the present moment, and just setting a tone for our practice. See if you can imagine that balloon filling up in your abdomen as you take in deep breaths in. Take one more breath here, making it a deep one. And then go ahead and just gently open your eyes if they were closed. And we're just going to start to kind of massage our neck area to start our practice. All we're doing is really just rolling our head in a circular motion. Go ahead and do this nice and slow. And if there is a place that you want to massage a certain spot, you can take your time in that area. And then we'll go the opposite way. If you were going clockwise, going counterclockwise, vice versa. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and come back to a neutral position. And we're going to go ahead and transition out of this position, this asana. We're going to come into Sukhasana. So just crisscross applesauce kind of position. a normal seated position. And then go ahead and grab your strap now. This is what we're gonna use our strap for. Posture has to do a great deal with, or how our digestion kind of works. So the better our posture is, the less interruption our digestion kind of gets. So we're going to try to focus on really helping our digestion by improving our posture. So we're going to use our strap here. We're going to make a strap jacket. And I know we've done this once before, but we're going to do it again. So what we're going to do is take our strap here. I'm going to get up, but you don't have to, just to demonstrate. I'm going to take my strap and I'm going to wrap it around my lower rib cage. So where your lower ribs are, that's where I'm wrapping it. So right above your waist. And then I'm just going to put these straps over my shoulders, right? And then I'm going to grab the opposite strap. So the right strap will come into my left hand and the left strap will come into my right hand. And then you're gonna notice once you pull, it's going to really pull those shoulders back and not really give you a choice to kind of hunch forward. So it's basically trying to undo that posture we get from like typing on computers and sitting at a desk. So the more you pull on that strap, the more opening of chest you're going to get. So go ahead and just pull on that strap we're going to just take a breath or two here. You may need to adjust it to make sure that it's comfortable. Just going to sit here for a couple of breaths. Go ahead and notice the way your breath functions now after your posture has been changed. And then from here, we are going to remove the jacket. We're going to let go of that strap, but we're not going to change our posture. We're going to try to stay the same as much as we can, but we're just letting go of the strap. And now we're going to go ahead and see if we can maintain this posture throughout our practice. So we're going to move on now, but keep this in mind. So let's go ahead and inhale, take our hands up. If the strap is uncomfortable, you can remove it. We're not going to use it anymore. But go ahead and release those shoulders down. And we're going to exhale and tip over to the left side. Bring our left arm to the floor and stretch this right entire side. So the breath is flowing all throughout this right side. See if you can reach those fingertips towards the ceiling. One more breath here. And then inhaling will come all the way up. Exhaling will go to our left side, placing the right arm on the floor. Left hand is reaching up towards the ceiling. And then inhaling will come all the way up. And we're going to go ahead and do a simple twist here. So we're going to twist to the right side, the right wall, taking our left hand and crossing it over our body to the right knee. So keep that strap jacket in mind. We're not going to change that posture. And continuing to take in deep breaths. Try not to forget about that as well. And then inhaling, we'll come all the way back to neutral. And we'll go ahead and go right into our left side, taking the right arm, crossing it over our body. And then inhaling, once again we'll come up. And the last thing we're going to do in this pose is we're just going to forward fold right here from our waist all the way down, from our hip crease, my bad. And then just finding a comfortable position and just placing your hands on the floor. You don't have to go too low. If you're here, that's completely fine. If you're all the way down, it's completely fine. The emphasis, or what we're looking at, is making sure our spine is nice and natural. We're not arching or curving. That is what's important. It does not matter how low you are. And then on your next inhale, go ahead and fill up your entire abdomen with all that air and come all the way up. And we'll release our hands, exhaling, and go ahead and relax. All right, so we're gonna move on. Go ahead and take that strap out of your way. But we're not gonna forget about the strap jacket. We're gonna keep that in mind, but we're gonna move on throughout our practice. So next we're gonna go ahead and come into cat and cow. So go ahead and come on your knees. And what we're doing in this position is really almost gently massaging these internal organs. So let's go ahead and do that, coming into table position here. So we're gonna find a position where our weight is equal on our hands and our knees. And on your next inhale, go ahead and draw your stomach back towards your back body. Your chest is going to draw up, and you can drop your head, and your neck can relax. Looking good, perfect. And then exhaling, we're going to do the exact opposite. We're going to arch our back, bringing our chest forward. Breastbone is expanding. We're opening ourselves up. And we're continuing to breathe. And then let's go ahead and find a neutral in between those two positions we just did. And then we're going to go ahead and come into cobra now. So go ahead and come onto the floor, flat on your stomach. And as we inhale, we're going to push into the floor and come up with our chest. So go ahead and exhale right now. And then inhaling, pushing into the floor, raising your chest off the floor, your entire upper body if you can. And we're going to once again expand our chest, continuing to breathe. We won't stay here for too long. And then exhaling, go ahead and come all the way down. And just turn your head to the right or the left so you're not breathing into the floor. We're going to do it one more time. Just resting in this position for a breath or two. And then go ahead and start to get ready. Take a deep breath out, and then inhaling, once again pushing into the floor, raising your entire upper body, one rib off the ground at a time, coming up nice and slow. Looking good. Try not to strain your head or your neck by throwing it back. We're just looking simply at the floor. And exhaling, whenever you exhale next, come all the way down. And then turning your head the other way, and we'll just rest here for a breath or two. So go ahead and come all the way up to a seated position. We're going to start our wind down now. So you can move that block out of the way. We're going to be doing just a couple of poses on the floor, sitting and then lying in Sukha position to wind ourselves down. So we're going to start off with Bharadvajasana, a common twist. So we are going to come into a position, but if that position does not work for you, you can stay in this position as well. So I'll show the position, but just know that you can resort back to Sukhasana here. So the position, all we're doing is we're going to take this right foot and we're going to bring it to close to this left hip crease here. So that is the position. If this is not comfortable for your hip, you can stay in Sukhasana. So from here, we're just going to twist to the right side. So we will inhale and take our arms up into the air. Exhaling, we're going to twist towards the right side, away from this foot. Go ahead and keep that strap jacket in mind. We still are trying to elongate our spine towards the ceiling. And then inhaling will come all the way up. Exhaling will release, and let's go ahead and change the cross of our legs. If you were in Sukhasana, just changing the cross of the legs like this. Otherwise, bringing the left foot to the right hip crease this time. And then let's once again inhale those arms up, releasing those shoulders down. I know we want to kind of go like this, and then we'll exhale and twist towards the left side. And then inhaling, we'll come all the way back up. Exhaling, we'll release, and we'll come out. And then our last couple of poses will be on the floor. So go ahead and bring yourselves all the way onto the floor. We're going to lie down, stretching out our spine. Extend both legs out and flopping your feet out to the side. We're going to have our palms facing up and then closing your eyes if you're comfortable. This is your time to completely relax everything physically. There should be no tension in your jaw, so if you're clenching your teeth, go ahead and release that. Making sure you're not gripping with your hands, allowing your fingers and your palms to release. Same goes for your eyes, just simply closing them, no need to shut them closed. And as for your mind, anytime you get distracted, just simply bringing your attention back to your breath. And then go ahead and start to make every inhale just a few seconds longer, and every exhale a few seconds longer. Taking deep breaths in through your nose, holding it for just a second before you completely release it all through your mouth. And then we'll start to bring small movements to our fingers and toes. Wrists and ankles. Go ahead and gently shake or nod your head. And then we'll bend a knee at a time. Roll over to our right side. Now let's go ahead and use the strength of our arms to come all the way up. We'll find a seated position. Let's go ahead and bring our hands to our chest. We'll bow our heads. Namaste.